Welcome into this edition of In the Pit, your closer look at Batesburg-Leesville High School athletics. I'm Tony Ballman, editor of the Twin City News. Well, the Panthers now 1-2 on the season, and it's homecoming Friday night as Mid-Carolina comes to town. A lot of pomp and ceremony planned around that event, of course, as all homecoming events. But the real action, the main stage, the main event is that game against Mid-Carolina. Coach, 1-2 on the season. What's got to happen for you to be able to meet Mid-Carolina Friday night?
Control the ball. We got to control the ball, eliminate the turnovers, and eliminate the mistakes. Mid-Carolina, they got some athletes on their side of the ball, on both sides. We just got to come out and play mistake-free football. Control the ball, not turn it over, and play mistake-free on defense. Cause turnovers on defense and put the offense in great position.
If we're candid, playing mistake-free football has been a challenge through the first 3 games of this Panther season.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we definitely are working on this week, making sure we work ball control, making good decisions on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, continuing to push for turnovers, for us, so that we can be on the plus side on the turnover margin.
Well, every good, sturdy structure starts with a foundation. You've had 3 weeks to assess what's the strongest foundation of this Panther team going into the last 2 weeks of non-region play.
I would say our strongest foundation right now. We're getting good. We're getting good production from our quarterback. He's doing a great job of delivering the ball where we need him to deliver the ball, making good checks, and our running back is. Both of our running backs have done a great job of finding the holes and the little creases and turning negative plays into positive plays. And I feel like our defensive line is doing a pretty decent job. I tell them we got to set the tone up front. When we can cause double teams up front, that can free the linebackers up to make plays, and on several occasions we've been able to do that.
Well, this will be the second week in a row, too, that you've had a lot of off-the-field pomp and ceremony that potentially could be distracting. It's homecoming Friday night. How do you keep your kids' heads screwed on with all that going on this early in the season?
Well, I mean, the main thing is to get them to understand we're here for one reason: a football game. Homecomings is great, but homecoming is not a great feeling when you don't win on homecoming. So they got to realize the main objective for this Friday is playing football.
And of course, Mid-Carolina this week, Lexington next week, and then the region starts. How do you feel 3 weeks out of the region starting? How do you feel about this team's chances right now of going in and being competitive in the region?
I feel like, well, once we can get healthy, that's the key thing right now. Like I've stated, we don't have all of our soldiers right now, and it's helping us with giving some of these younger guys an opportunity to play. There were several freshmen that stepped on the field Friday night and made a huge impact. Corey Williams is one. He's a freshman, young guy, stepped in at linebacker, caught an interception. So those are critical and very important minutes that these young guys are getting so that they can help us down the road.
Got some, you don't have to tell me, but you got some tricks in your play bag this week?
Oh, man, the trick is just to win. We just want to get back on the winning side. If we could do that, that would be the best trick of the night.
Coach Gary Adams, your coach of the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers, 1-2 on this season, with Mid-Carolina coming to town for homecoming this Friday night. And we'll, of course, have full coverage of that game this weekend, presented by our sports guy, Jay Hendricks. And look for it on our website and on our social media this weekend. From your Twin City News, your local news source since 1925. In the Pit, I'm Tony Ballman. Thank you for watching.